Whelping is life. Whelping
I
is
haven't heard
life.
from him all day.
Let me go live on Insta real quick, boys. What's up, old school?
Always. Old school. What's going on, boss?
First in, buddy.
First in.
First in.
Okay, we are trying to get us live on Insta. There you go. Okay. Happy Wednesday, boys. What is going
Yes,
on, man?
What's happening?
Hot,
up,
hot,
everybody?
hot.
It sure is.
I'm not used to this kind of heat, brother.
Rough.
Too early for these 90s in Chicago.
Yes, sir. It's been rough.
Way too early, man. It's like we got a mini heat wave this week, 4 days in the 90s. That's, I'm sure that's nothing for you guys, but for us, that's tough.
Not terrible a lot of times if the humidity's not the way it's been.
Yeah.
Right? Just 90, 95 with the 75, 78, 80% humidity makes it 110. That's when you open the door, it just hit you and feel it. You can't hardly breathe, right? It's just crazy.
So the humidity is just, man,
That's the part right there, man.
Yep.
just dripping. So I've been like, when the weather's like this, when the sun comes down, I hose out all my dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what I do every evening.
Mm-hmm.
And good thing both Miala and Messiah, they water dogs. So
Mine too. I never thought they would
chase
be.
the water, chase the stream of water. They eating the water, biting the water.
Aurora don't like it. Aurora don't like it. I think she's probably played with a little bit of water hose when she was put up in Brazil. She runs from it. But when I turn that mist on where it's not a stream, just that
Yeah.
she likes that. But if it's a
Like
stream
that.
where you're sprint, but them other dogs will sit there and play and, like you said, bite at it and eat at it, and
Mhm.
they love it.
Yeah, man. So, what's up, Shane? What's up, Alfonso?
Alfonso.
Hello, Shane.
Go
Nick.
ahead.
Live. Body Far,
Over
Austin Shanks, Mr. Austin Shanks, how are you? Bulls _ Rooney, yeah, man. Midweek check-in, man. It's been a hot one, man. Look,
At least.
I was telling John, man. I came in from work yesterday, showered, went out to the yard to mess with the dogs, hose them down, showered again.
Soaking wet.
Man, dripping, brother. The humidity is no joke. I'm sure Florida people are like, that's nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Alfonso's probably laughing at us like, you guys don't know humidity.
South Louisiana, South Alabama. It gets a little rougher. The farther south you get, it gets rougher.
Yeah, man. So
I thought about moving to Texas at one point.
It's dry. Yeah, a little drier out there.
I'll tell you what, man. I mean, I've been down there a few times. It's hot, but it is dry.
Different.
Like, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have leather seats in Texas. People have some cooked ass cheeks over there. You get in that car. Oh man, let me tell you, man. All them times, I used to work out of a company based out of Texas, so I'd fly to corporate.
Mhm.
Every time, man. You get in that car, you're like,
Yeah.
those shade parking spots are a real thing in Texas. It's basically like a carport, and it provides shade. Man, I'm talking about the difference between temperatures at least 25 degrees.
Yeah.
If you're in shade or direct heat, man, listen.
Yeah. No, your car get burnt up here too, man. If you leave your car in the direct sun in the summertime, man, you better step in. If you don't have auto start, you better step in, cut that air on. You better off standing outside for a minute.
Better not be in a hurry, huh, John?
You better
not
be
have to
in a hurry,
leave.
because you gonna get cooked in there.
Man, yeah, we got a nice one for you guys tonight. Just talking about Brazilian dogs, of course. Faro says, which Brazilian dog y'all feel had the most influence on the Brazilian bull phenotype?
Oh, somebody coming out hot.
Dude, he
Who
came
is that?
out of the gate. Jeez, on Insta.
All right, yeah, I know. That's a good one.
That's a really, really good question. We're gonna let this conversation set in and get into that one.
Don't forget that though. That's a good one.
Yeah, my guy, Body Farrell, man, dude swole for no damn reason. Farrell got muscles on muscles, man. Like, what? Why you need that much muscle for, brother? I've been seeing his post. I'm like, good lord, man, this guy. I'm swollen. Man.
Oh,
Yeah, man. Yeah, GA. It's tough down there too.
oh,
Yeah,
Shane,
especially South Georgia.
Shane's
Where
in
it
Georgia?
does, it gets hot. Yeah, South
what part of Georgia you in, Shane?
Body Farm says he's trying to look like a Brazilian bull. Dude, you don't get me started, dude. You're gonna get me going. We're just getting started. The show started. Barbie, man, yoked up. My goodness. You know what? That's it. I'm getting back in shape. I'm gonna start after the 4th of July.
What you put
I've been saying the same thing for 3 months because I just can't get started.
man?
I normally do a 90-day once a year.
Okay.
Full commitment. You know what I mean? Getting in like comp shape. So I'll do that this year. I haven't done it this year, so I'll get in comp shape. I'll start after the 4th of July, and we go from there.
Nice.
Oh,
Brunswick,
Wayne
County. Shane.
Okay, you write me up a plan. Okay, I'm with it. I haven't lifted weights so far, so I just do like body weight stuff and MMA type workouts, but I haven't even lifted. But I used to lift back then, dude. I was pretty strong when I played football. 300 years ago when the T-Rex existed. Once upon a time. So anyway, our topic tonight is Brazilian bulls, man. Are they here to stay, or are they just passing through? Give me your thoughts on it, fellas. What say you?
Who gonna take it first? Me?
Whichever one, man.
I guess
Have
that's
at it.
cool. Man. I mean, I think they're here to stay. Just because of the phenotype, their drive, little bit more drive overall. So I don't want to say no American bullies have drive. That's not what I'm saying. Just overall, the Brazilian bull has a little different drive. I think it's just because of the pit bull terrier that's up in there closer. The muscular look. Well, I already said phenotype, man, and people are really liking the overall look of these dogs, man. I mean, they look the part. They really do. You got to tip your hat to them on their steadfastness on how they chose to select the dogs that they use for that phenotype, man. It really shows. There is a distinct difference. You can put a Brazilian bull, a Brazilian bull next to American bully, and you can see a difference. You can notice a difference. So it's going to be to one's liking, you know. I say I'm going to be one that I like both, so I almost likely have them both on my yard at all times, or a mixture of both. So I think they're here to stay.
Okay, what say you, young man?
Yeah, no, I agree. I believe they're here to stay. I think you will have, as you guys have seen the past couple years, you know, people are slow to come to the party a little bit. Mm-hmm. However, if you've looked at it and kind of watched it the last year, right, you get more and more. So I think the question would be how quick, right? How quick do they come to the front? How quick do they rise? How fast, right? I definitely think they're here to stay. As far as the registries and things of that nature, I think time will tell, right? I think that's also another question there of I know how things are going right now, and there's still some things up in the air. However, I think there's a market for them in America, and I think it's a growing market that's growing pretty quickly, right? I also think that I know there's more than a few. There's several, right? But some of the bigger name kennels who have started this movement, I think, are going about it the right way. I think those who get invested and involved early will have some of the better Brazilian genotype that there will be. I do think as time goes on and more are produced, I think you'll start getting some spins of different people that maybe water it down a little bit. But to answer the question of do I think the breed's here to stay? Absolutely, I do, and I think it's going to take off exponentially over the next few years. And there again, I think the foundation of a few that's starting the movement here is really laying the foundation in the right way. And I hope that foundation continues to. I hope we continue to build off that foundation, right? The way it's supposed to be.
You froze up, brother. Okay, you're back now.
No, I was done. That was it.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, I mean, to me, they're not a fad, right? They weren't a fad to me when I first got introduced to them. Initially was the American Bully XL, right? Or American XL Bully. And I wanted a larger, more functional dog. And that's really what led me, my wife, our family into this lane. We like the Bully breeds, less that heat of gameness and aggression, which led us to the Bullies. But then from there, the more functional dog is obviously the XL of the categories. Is more, in theory, healthier, right? More functional, more healthy. And from that search, we ran into Klaus. From, back then, of course, you look back at it, didn't know her, thought the dog was in Brazil, to where we are now, where we're friends. We grew a friendship over time. I love the functionality because I still come from performance. I still, I grew up on a farm where, working class dogs matter. And so that's, having a functional dog that can work, has a more balanced demeanor. That's what led me to the Brazilian dogs. And obviously it's a very extreme look, right? Very extreme expression of muscle, functionality, ripness. And I love that. It's one thing I could say about the Brazilian dogs is that they're very consistent in their look, right? Where Americans, you can see some dogs that have Mastiff influence. If you follow certain lines, they're more of a Bulldog influence. You can kind of see which way the breeder was taking it. Mm-hmm. And so you can look at three dogs that don't have the same silhouette that would be in an American Bully, right? But if you say this dog, wide masseters, close set eyes, right away you say Brazilian Bull, right? Mm-hmm. And so for me, in the consistency of the breeders down there, I'm going to pay respect to that. There were, when they first came in, there was a lot of mixed feelings about him, and there still is.
Oh yeah.
So, for me, they are here to stay. I am one of those people who, are an advocate for the breed, like my friend Araya, like other camps out there, like TMK, Levon, Will, and everyone else who breeds them, right? And who's doing it right. I don't know how everyone runs their program, so I'm not going to judge anybody, nor would I. Even if I did, I wouldn't. I don't fund your project, so it's none of my business unless you ask me. But for me, they're here to stay. They have a certain allure to them. They have a very distinct look. To me, they are more functional than the XL in terms of health and functionality, heat tolerance. Because I have both on my yard. I got 50/50s. I got 100%. I got a mix of everything. And I tell you, man, that Kiko and baby tuna, it's 90-some degrees. You let them out, they're running. I'm hosing them down. They're running the yard like crazies, man, and they just stay ripped. Baby tuna eat you out of a house and home, and it's just lean wire muscle. I'm sure Chama's the same way, right?
Same way. He'll lay out in the sun. That sun don't phase him. He'll lay out there. The others just sitting there, just panting in the shade, right? And he just, it don't phase him. You take him out, let him out. He'll run and run, play. They're on a different level when it comes to that type stuff.
And for me, it's actually good that we had, there was this period of time where they were categorized as American bullies, XLs. And then things changed after Big John came. And now they're a Brazilian bull. The Brazilians voted on it. ABKC recognized them as a breed. IBC being the mother registry for them, who determines and writes the standard for the Brazilian bull. Perfect. Now that they are distinct in their own category, now you can kind of silence those who opposed infusing him into the American blood, because they're their own category now. And I like that. You know what I mean? Both of those breeds have still a lot of improvement to go in terms of the XL category and the Brazilian bull. So if you're looking at staying power, they're not a phase to me. They're here. More people are getting turned on to them, understanding what they are, what they can do, what their attributes are. And as a camp that breeds Brazilian bulls and is vested into this breed, it's our job to obviously bring more awareness to the public, to the consumer, to markets, to people who are, dog enthusiasts and are really looking at this breed. What is it that's got everyone so crazy about it, right? If they're the same thing as an XL in theory, but they don't look the same. They don't. The silhouettes, a silhouette of a Brazilian bull, you could almost call it out like a Doberman. Or you couldn't say the same about an XL, right? And that's not to knock the XLs at all. But for me, now that they are their own thing and they are definitely being more accepted and, more people are excited about them, I think they're here to stay. That is my opinion. And especially if I'm involved in it, they're definitely here to stay, because I am a fan of this breed. First and foremost, I'm a fan of the breeders who have, created this dog for us to enjoy, to have. And I'm here to basically share the information about these dogs so that people understand what they're getting. Right? They're not a perfect dog, but no dog is. And again, it's also a young breed, just like the American XL bullies. There's still a lot of kinks that need to be worked out. Touching base on Farrell's question regarding the infusion of allowing those two to mix. The registries, the ABKC is not allowing it anymore. So you can't do a mixed registry breeding. However, if you're grandfathered in and you got a 50-50, then it is what it is, right? So the Brazilian influence has been infused into the American dogs already. Whatever happened during that window of time is there. We can't change that. You're either going to breed away from it or breed back to it. Depends on the vision of your breeding program, of your kennel, and how you want to do things. So, I mean, for us, we got a clear-cut vision, Sumo Red. We're basing our Brazilian line of our productions and what we're making to bring to you guys Sumo Red dog, which is an athletic, ripped, muscular, distinct dog with extreme features that can birth dogs naturally, that can whelp in terms of a female, for the stud that can have natural tie if needed, right? We're breeding towards a more natural, throwback dog, basically, is what is the goal of Sumo Red. And what better than a functional breed to use to create it? And so, again, that's our vision as a camp. That's my love letter to the old throwback red dogs that I loved when I was younger. And I'm excited for these phases that we're launching this year, next year, because all those things 5 and 10 years from now, that Sumo Red stamp is what we're talking about today. So for those of you who are interested in getting involved with us on it, we appreciate it, man. You're part of that process. So thank you for you guys for reaching out. But anyhow, that was a long rant. Long-winded. You want to catch one of these questions, John, or Bradley?
Sure. What we got?
Brazilian bulls are going to take over the world, taking over worldwide. The tighter, more muscled, and bigger head. Cheeks, two breeds very similar in concept. Hopefully it doesn't evolve. The Hatfields versus McCoys.
Is that Nall? Is that Nall? Is that who that is?
Yep, you know who that is.
What's up, Nall? I thought it was, but I wasn't positive. I didn't want to step out of turn there.
Yes, it is.
DD, hello. I see you also.
Hey, Didi, Nas, everybody. Yeah, man. I mean, they coming in hot. What can we say? They coming in hot. That's why we jumped in the pool, right? We like what we saw. We like what they're producing, and for the the breeders that were already in it, hats off to them. They're doing a solid job. Like you got your Levon and Wills, you got Samba, of course.
Shouts out to Team Samba.
The people over in Brazil, we got Rogerio and many more, DWK. We got, hey man, like they really caught the motion and they really captured that vision, man. And it's a good looking dog, man. It's a good looking dog, and I just hope. And I know that Sumo will do right by it, man.
We're coming.
We're gonna do right by the by the process, man. And try to move this thing along. So
yes, sir. Well, shouts out to some people on Instagram here. Miss Maggie, Talis, Mark, Dat Boy, Javelin, N8, 3 Crown, Brando, R. Malinus, Big C, Sebastian Rodriguez, Monster Pit, Wandros, Bulls. So anyhow, yeah. Definitely. I mean, the dogs that we're building around is no secret. Um, I invested into Mandibulus Productions 3 years ago. So I'm definitely a fan of Mandibulus and his work. We like Acro, thus Aurora. Maxine doubling down on Mandibula. And the man of the hour himself, right? Mr. Arietti, who we're doing most of our work around. He's the dog for me. I saw him at Nationals last year. And so I really am a fan of what Rogerio has done there. And I'd like to take his body of work and put that sumo hot sauce on it and develop our own thing, you know. One thing leads to the next innovation, really, right? And seeing the great productions and the dogs that we have today is a result of the vision of those breeders. So as breeders ourselves, or as breeders yourselves, you know, you got to ask yourself, you know, with the stock that's available today, with the productions you're planning, are you producing equal to, greater than, or less than, right? And of course, everyone's going to say, well, I'm going to produce greater than, right? Think about that. No one does a breeding and says, well, I'm going to produce equal to or less than, right? Everyone's going to say they're going to do greater than.
Right.
But can you actually say that? Right? And so I'm not going to talk about other camps. But what I will talk about is myself, which is what I practice, right? If you look at Tractor, great dog, right?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Now you look at Maestro.
Mm-hmm.
You look at Sir Beefcake. You look at Gohan. You see what I'm saying? The goal is to produce a better dog than the genetic material you're working with. I'm not saying you're going to hit every time. I'm saying that's the goal for everybody. The question is, if you throw 10 on the board, how many stick? Right? That's kind of the point of it.
Yeah. I mean, the goal of every breeding you do should be to get better.
In theory.
No, that should be your goal, right? Like if it happens,
No.
wanting it to happen is the theory, but the goal.
No, there's people who breed just for money.
Well,
That's a goal. Right?
Yeah,
there's people who are 100% only breed for money. Right? And I'm not mad at those people who breed only for money. That's your goal? Cool. You're accomplishing your goal. Good for you. Because first of all, like I always say, man, no program survives without money. This thing is not free, and it's not cheap to feed these dogs the way we feed them and take care of them. So definitely, I wish everybody prosperous breedings in a successful program. Anybody who breeds dogs, loves dogs, cares for their dogs responsibly, I got nothing but love for you, and I want you to win, first and foremost, right? And so above the money part is your contribution to our community. What kind of dogs are you putting out there, right? Are they hitting? Are they better? Are they gonna, you know what I mean? That's kind of what we're discussing here in terms of the longevity of this breed, right? We outsourced them there. They came back here, right? Mm-hmm. They got their dogs from us and produced what they have now. And we became a fan of what they've made, so we brought it back here. Mm-hmm. Question is, where does it go now? Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So if you're just going to continue to breed the way whatever, well, then you're just going to get the same kind of dogs. Mm-hmm. Which there's nothing wrong with that. For me, though, I want to produce something better. I really do. That's kind of the goal of it for me.
It's got to be a vision. You got to have a plan to execute, right?
Yeah.
Be able to navigate the ups and downs, but definitely there has to be a vision. And that's and going back to Arrietty, he and his productions, right? A lot of folks may not be super familiar with his productions, but I would say do a little bit of research. You don't have to dig too far at this point. He's got a lot out there.
He's throwing some heat.
Not that old, right? Some of them's a year, probably 13, 14, 15 months old, some of the older ones. But you look at those and even to the pups down to 6 months old, and dude's hitting.
Man.
He's hitting. And then now you see some more that's 3 months old and just absolutely just doing it right. They're raising the standard. So I think that's critical. Talking about Mandibula, he's another one. Tractor, he's another one. Knowing which of these studs are going to up Acro, are going to up the ante. That's going to make that foundation greater than, and tapping in, right? That's the tough part is catching on some of these early, because if you don't catch them early, the price goes up.
You gotta have the eye, brother. You gotta have the eye for things.
You gotta know. So, I personally think Arrietty is he's the next year, guys, will really take, because you're going to start seeing champion dogs, right? He's really producing himself, right? 2-time champion, right? He's a super clean dog.
Yeah,
And
2 times national champion over there at IBC.
yes, sir. So I mean, not
Mr.
only
Welcome Don himself.
yeah,
right?
super clean,
Mr. Dog Walker.
Yep. So, I know I've said it time and time again. But we didn't throw but 5 with this litter here. I can't pick. I can't, and I'm not kidding when I say that, dude. It's so consistent in the attributes. There's no weak puppy in the group. There's just not, and I say that with all honesty. I'll shoot you real. There's no weakness in it, right? It is consistency within what he produced, what Acro, what Aurora produced, and what we're going to continue to produce and build on, right? So, I mean, I think that's critical is tapping into some of these foundation bulls and females as well that really benefit one another and, building that foundation from there up. The vision's there for sure. And the Sumo Red it's not going anywhere. And you're seeing the first phase of it here with this, but guys, there's more than one phase. It's not just this one, right there. There's more coming. So just stay tuned, buckle up, right? And as Earl said,
Arrietty,
and it's fixing to get interesting for sure.
Yes, it is.
Yep, we got Maxine Arrietty. We got we got Kiko going to Arrietty this year. Yikes!
It's gonna be special. All of them. All of them. Look, Ish sent me that picture of the first one, dude. And I told Casey, I said, look at this dog. Man, you couldn't have took and chiseled a more perfect 10-minute-old puppy. I'm not kidding you, dude. I think he posted a picture of it on Instagram today. The one with the blue collar. That's the first. Dude, you couldn't have chiseled.
Oh yeah, that was the first
pup, dude. I mean, it was absolutely insane. It's just the muscles and the definition of a pup that's just born, right? And if you're seeing it in pups that are so many minutes old, feed them right, treat them right, guys. These pups they're special. They're special, to say the least.
Shouts out to Ish, by the way, who is 24/7 team whelp right now. We know you're tired, brother. We're gonna hold you down.
Some rest, bud. Yes, sir. It's rough.
So shouts out to that. Also, I want to take a moment to honor and send condolences from Team Sumo to Bear Biggie, the Nationals winner from last year. We are very, very sorry for your loss, man. Tremendous dog, and we understand and know what it takes to campaign a dog that is at that platinum champion level. I don't even want to go over the story. It's so sad, but just want to take a moment, man, to honor Bear Biggie, 2025 Nationals winner. Rest in peace, man. And to your handlers and owners and everybody involved in your camp, I want to send love and condolences from the Sumo family, right?
Yes, indeed. So that dog lived up close, man. That dog knew it was a winner.
Like Bear Biggie.
That was a dog, man. That was a dog, for real.
Yeah, beautiful dog, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was tight between him and Jack.
Yeah.
That was a tight walk down at Nationals, man. It could have went either way, but definitely, man, you can't.
Yeah.
Amount of money and time spent to campaign that dog to champion, to grand champion, to nationals winner, to platinum champion class, man, I'd be sick to my stomach. So definitely, man.
Yeah.
Deepest condolences. And I can't even imagine, like, how do you make up for a loss like that? You know, it's crazy. International too, that dog.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. International, man. Amazing. So anyhow, shouts out to United TX Bullies. How are you, my friend Christian? I see you working out there at these shows, man. I'm very proud of you, my friend. Chris, what's going on, Chris? JMX84 _ Eagle 386. It's got to be a gamer name, right?
Surely not. Surely Chris don't have time for gaming. He spends too much time with them dogs. With that dog for sure.
All right. Yeah, man. So yeah, anyhow, like we're talking about staying power and stuff like that. Yeah, they're here. Man, these dogs are here to stay. Because if you see them in person, you'll fall in love. If you own one, you'll own two.
I think so. Yeah.
Once you see these guys move and work, and just amazing, man.
I think that's a big part of it too. That people need to understand the difference. And I know we've talked about it. However, they're not couch potato dogs, right? If you invest in one, be ready to work with this dog. Be ready to let this dog eat, right? It's going to want to run. It's going to want to play. It's going to want to climb. It's going to want to. It can't just bottle that energy up, right? I mean, that's when you put them in a bad spot. So I mean, the drive is it's second to none, right? So, you know, it requires, you know, an owner that's willing to put that time in with it, to allow it to do what it's intentionally bred to do, right? I think that's
a very confident dog. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, 100% for sure. For sure. And it's magical to watch it work. I'm just telling you. I'm gonna get out there running around like a greyhound. I mean, so fast jump. I mean, twitchy side, just for a dog that size, right? 6 months, 85 pounds of and can move like a cat. I know you guys hear that's the truth.
Oh
so
man, look. One day I'm gonna do a watch party, and I'm gonna let you see how these jokers run, and you're gonna be like, man, that dog is fast. Definitely gonna do a watch party. Let's see here. Are we catching everybody? Just want to make sure. Nas, yeah, man. BBs and ring dogs and goals, absolutely.
Yep.
Arch type bullies. How you doing? Greetings from Australia. Okay. Never been. Would love to go, except that everything in Australia is trying to kill you, man.
Never been. Heard a lot of good about it. Everybody I've ever spoken with has been to Australia. Absolutely loves it.
Brother, everything there is trying to kill you, from the mosquitoes to the snakes to the saltwater crocs to the most venomous. I watch these shows like the most venomous snakes and the most venomous. Dude, everything in Australia is trying to kill you, man. From the bugs to the snakes to the crocs. There's salties over there. They call them the salties or whatever. Brother, I'm not sure, man. I think I'm just going to stay on YouTube and I'm going to watch Australia from YouTube. Though. It sounds like a dangerous place, man. I bet their dogs over there are trying to kill you. Did you see them? Dude, I thought kangaroos were nice. Man, look, them kangaroos are throwing hands and kicking you.
Nothing to play with.
No, dude. You're going to have me Muay Thai these kangaroos out there like that.
Come out of Australia, I think the Brazilian bull movement out there is coming on pretty strong as well, from what I'm seeing and hearing.
It's just so pricey to get them out there.
Yep.
It's like $10,000 to ship
6 months old, I
there.
want to say.
Yeah,
It'll be so low.
expensive, man. My goodness.
So, but I think that's why it's catching on so much, though. Once you get them out there, right now, the ones who are breeding them they're there.
Oh, they're ahead. Yeah, you're gonna make an investment, but once you get them local, you're good, man.
Yep.
And not to mention what else they got. They got them big ostriches out there too. Big old T-Rex looking birds.
Yep.
And I heard they're not that friendly either.
No.
I hope the
No.
people down there are friendly.
Earl, that's your next. That's your next YouTube. You need to go tie up with a kangaroo. Let's
Man.
do
You know
MMA
what?
with a kangaroo.
Listen, man, you give me 3 rabies shots and me and that kangaroo were throwing hands, brother. We're going to find out. King of the Ring Part 2. Earl versus the kangaroo. I'm going to be
Yeah.
that Crocodile Dundee.
Lord.
Well, I tell you what, a 100-pound dog will put you in your place with no weapons.
Yes, sir.
Sure will.
Jeez. Yeah, man. Ish, man. Shouts out to Ish. Whelping is like hoping to have 2 or 3 litters this year myself. So Bradley said he's ready for a
No, let's get it. Let's get
three
it.
whelping 3 litters at the same time.
Yep.
Mm.
It's funny you say that because I mentioned something like that to the wife the other day, and she just looked at me like I was crazy. It's coming. It's only a matter of time, right? It's
easy to happen.
Yep. I said unless you just take some off, a few of them. I said in the next year or so, it's going to happen. So gear up, be ready.
Mm.
See, the kangaroo comment got everyone going.
Oh Lord, I'm not.
That's
on
it,
this.
brother. Listen, we're gonna hook up with Arch Type. We're gonna start breeding bully kangaroos. Listen, brother.
Hey man, them things are pretty jacked already.
Yeah, they are.
Dude, those things are swole, man. I was
Yes,
watching
sir.
some stuff on YouTube. I'm like, are you kidding me? I thought they were cute, and the little Joey's in the pouch, and they're jumping around. Man, it must be during breeding season or something. I don't know, man. I was just like, wow, I didn't know they were that aggressive.
Yeah, they get a little ornery, bro.
Shoot, man. Red River in the house. What's happening, Red River? Man. But yeah, I can't wait, man. We get to this 2-week mark next week. We are going to do the first reveal of the Maxine breeding. Maxine to Ariete. And well, we already got the sneak peek, but you know what I mean? For you guys, you know, I told Ish we got to put a video out there because I've been getting harassed. It's like, let me see some pictures of the puppies.
You may have to help. You may have to fly out there and help Ish stay awake to put one of those videos together, Earl.
Listen, brother, I'm gonna send Ish some espresso, some devil's dandruff, some Peruvian marching powder. That'll do them. Holy cow! But yeah, man, whelping is no joke. If you haven't whelped for quite some time, I actually miss it, man. I'm due for a whelp. I'm due for some stinky puppies, man. What about you?
Yeah, man. Soon. Soon, hopefully, bro. Soon.
Yes, sir. See, look at that. Australian bull kangaroos. Australian bully kangaroos. ABK. Australian bully kangaroos. It's almost like ABKC, right?
Right.
ABK. All right. I can run with that. Australian bull or Australian bully kangaroos. There you go. We're going to stack them up. We're going to have kangaroo boxing matches. I'm in. Let's do it. Oh, man. But yeah, man. There's a lot. I would say there's a lot more excitement going on the U.S. side for the Brazilian breedings. Would you agree? Versus the American breedings?
I don't know.
I'm not as in touch with the American. I mean, I follow some, right? But I'm probably more heavily looking at more Brazilian, so I'm probably not the one to answer. I don't get me wrong. I watch a lot of the American, but not near as in tune as I am on the Brazilian side.
Okay, so then let's play make believe. We name the dogs we like. We like Ariete. We like Mandibula. We like Acro, right?
Uh-huh.
We like Tractor.
Mm-hmm.
And all those dogs are within the bloodlines of the dogs that we have. So we're gonna play pick the part. So let's start with the head. Whose head are you taking? We're doing build a dog
Build a dog.
from those
We
dogs that
we only using those, right?
yeah, because that's the dogs that we have in our bloodlines.
All right.
Mandibula's
So-
head.
You're going Mandibula on the head.
Me personally, yeah.
He's extreme. He's got that extreme head, right?
Close
Like-
between him and Arietti for me. What I mean, I don't know. Acura has got them. I don't know. Probably,
No, keep going, Bradley. Go ahead.
no, I was
Finish
going
up.
to say on the head, probably Mandibula. I'll stick with that.
John,
Sheesh. Ah,
You
that's tough, man. That is
Give me
tough.
build it. Give me build it.
Huh?
Head, Mandibula, chest, Acura.
no.
Where are
Right
you?
now we're at the head. Where are we at?
Okay.
Head.
Okay.
Ah.
Let's fix and build it for you, because I know exactly.
I'm gonna go Arietti.
You're going Arietti on the head, and you're going
Yeah.
Mandibula.
Just yeah.
Wow. Woo! Woo! Oof. Urgh. I like Acro's head, man. I like how massive his
Big jaws.
Yeah.
It's nice.
For me, I'm going either Acro or Tractor. And because I'm going to be biased because I've seen Tractor a million times. I'm going to go with Tractor on the head. I like his head structure. Nice, very balanced dog. So let's go with the stoop, the back of the neck and the neck compartment.
Tractor all day.
Tractor.
For me,
Probably
you got the old school cowboy roll.
Probably Mandibula for me.
For the neck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. No one's agreeing tonight. This is an onslaught. Neck-wise, man. Man, again, I'm being biased, but definitely Tractor's up there. But I would say I'm going to go with Arietti's neck. Tractor's had Arietti's neck.
Okay.
For me, Tractor has slightly more graceful but extreme face. Tractor is in between extreme Mandibula, like Mandibula is extreme with that crease.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, so all right, moving right along. Let's take it down to the shoulder department.
Acura. That chest and shoulders, yes. He got it. Straight
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Acro right there too.
On the shoulder set.
Yep.
Shoulder set. I'm gonna go Arietti. I like his shoulder set, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's connect everything up top to the chest. What are we looking chest wise?
I would take a shoulder set with chest there and stay with Acura on that one. That whole front end on the bottom side.
I gotta go probably in the chest. It's a little. It's tough for me, man, because like Tractor and Arietti is like so. Arietti to me is just like a bigger Tractor to the point where like I'm gonna have to go with Arietti's chest, man. I'm gonna have to go Arietti.
You also got to remember, I got some little bulls on the ground right here, and I
Yeah.
see exactly what Acura throws in these little jokers.
Yeah.
That chest and that spread it's I haven't seen anything like it out of any of the others yet. Just being completely honest, the others are throwing some. I got 3 bulls out here right now that's throwing them acroside on the chest and on that front H.
Mm-hmm.
They got it.
Yeah.
They got it.
Okay, so let's not talk about production. Let's talk about the actual pheno, because you're skewing. You're
That
skewing.
pheno's
right
coming
now.
direct. It's the production coming directly from that pheno though.
Yeah, but so don't worry about production. Let's talk about the actual dog itself.
All right, so I picked Arietti for the chest. Who you got for the chest, Earl? Bradley got Acro.
You got Acro. Red River got a point. Chest wise, he said Klaus, which is
You're not gonna beat it.
Yeah.
Klaus
You're not
is
gonna beat it.
So
But he's not in that. Klaus not in that.
no, he's not in the conversation, unfortunately. But if he was, you would have to give Klaus a chest.
Yes, you would.
Oh man. I'm taking Mandibula out of the chest category. So that leaves me with Acro, Arietti, or Tractor. From those 3, God, how do you? That's tough. Not looking at production, just looking at the actual.
Right. Right.
Oh, good Lord. Lordy. I'm gonna have to go with Acro on that chest side, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Acro on that, man. So okay, moving right along. Let's from chest, we went head, neck, shoulders, chest. Let's go to those front feet.
I dare you say something other than you know who.
Go ahead, Bradley. There's only 2 choices to pick from. It's a clear cut 2, man. It's not even a question. It's 1 and 2.
I'm gonna have to go Arietti on them feet.
Tractor.
Ooh, those are definitely for the feet, the front feet. Yeah. Now, okay, hold on. Let me throw a variant into this. Are we talking about cat feet, or are we talking about bone on the front legs? Let's talk. Let's say feet first.
Okay.
Cat feet, I'm gonna go Tractor.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about all 4 are back in. Let's talk about bone on the forearm.
Bone on the forearm.
Yep.
Arietti.
Yeah.
Is there either Arietti or Acro on that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll give the slight edge to Arietti.
I'm talking about that Popeye.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't care if the foot is straight. I'm talking about that Popeye right there.
Right.
So I'm gonna either go Arietti or Acro on that one. So if I gotta pick one, I'm gonna have to go with Arietti.
You got him for sure.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay, moving right along. Let's turn the dog sideways. Okay, let's talk about top line.
I'm Arietti.
See, like I said, man, Arietti and Tractor, they pretty much. I'm going to go. Ooh.
Red River looks like he wants to be part of this conversation. I'll throw you in here, brother. Let's go.
I'm gonna go Arietti. I'm gonna go Arietti. Just by a little bit, man. They're the same.
The most.
I'm gonna go Arietti.
Arietti got more length. He got more length. He got to keep straighter and flatter, right? Tractor's a little.
Tell you what,
you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Honestly, you can't.
Yeah, Tractor, it's only them 2 for me.
Yeah, it's only them 2, but I'm saying, man, Tractor, man, you want to talk about a gangster top line? That's it. That's
It's nice. It's nice for sure.
I've seen that boy, I've seen him at show. I've seen him at our house. I've seen him everywhere. I've seen that boy too many times to not love him, man.
See, I think that, and I think those top line, that neck, shoulders is what sets off that face and that top line for him. It just puts it all into place, man. Puts it all into place, honestly.
Brother,
I love me some Tractor, bro.
Yep.
Lou, I understand what you're saying, but we're only talking about 4 dogs here in the making. These are the 4 dogs we're breeding too. So, yep, I like Sultan too, but he's not in the conversation. So it's not that we're excluding him or any other dog. It's based on the breedings that we put together. These are the main dogs involved, and so we're trying to build a dog right now.
All right.
Okay, from rear top line, we're going to rear.
Eddie.
Tractor.
Yeah. we'll go work a little bit and see if I can't swap y'all around on that one. We'll go take them a little work a little bit. I'll see if I can swap y'all on that one. I can assure you, we're gonna outwork you. We're gonna outwork you there. We're gonna drive all day long. That's the difference. Yeah, right, to me, the rear end, I give up a little bit to take that angulation, to take that working. That's just my personal opinion, though, right? That's just me.
Dude, the baddest. You want to talk about the most gangster rear angulation? Puma.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
He's not in this conversation, though.
Oh, that's right. No, I agree.
Bro, you want to talk about angles. Woo. Yep. I bred that boy. I would know.
Yep.
That nice. Boy is, man, that was that's me and Araya's love baby. Yep. Freaking Puma and Kiko, man. I swear to God, man. Woo. Jeez. Okay, so we're at the rear now. Overall, Argos is tough, Christian.
Yep.
But we're talking about the 4 males that are involved in the breedings we're doing. So if you didn't catch that part, we're not disqualifying any other dogs. We're just talking about the dogs that are incorporated into the next generation of dogs we're creating. So, and what we would like to see come out of it.
So let's I know we don't, but let's kind of field that one later on, because I think that kind of ties into a question I had on the back end anyway. So when it comes to Argos and a couple of these other 50-50s that are still American.
Oh man, Tractor makes beautiful 50-50 dogs.
Go ahead and finish what you want to finish, though, because we'll if we can catch it here. If not, we'll get it on the next.
Okay. Let's talk about movement.
Well, I haven't. Yeah, I mean, I can only base it on what I've seen overall, and I mean, the proof is in the pudding with Tractor, man. Like it's all him and his offspring. I know we're not talking about it, but he's pushing it down the line. So I would go with Tractor. Right now, I would go with Tractor.
Me too. 100%. If you've seen him gate or stack or just moving, like, it is just so smooth the way he moves, man. There's nothing clunky about his. It's just like he's like floating like a cat. Where Mandibula moves nice too. Okay. So Mandy moves nice. I'm just biased.
Oh man, Mandibula got movement. He got
nice movement, brother.
He moved with a lot of power though. Like he's just moved with so much power, man. It's just I'm right now.
What I like about Tractor is how graceful he moves.
That's what I mean. It's
effortless. It's smooth. You know what I mean? It's just like he's just floating.
Yeah, it's a different movement.
You know what I mean? So if you're looking at Tractor, you're watching Ali on that back foot, right? Just smooth with it. Just man. He said Tractor does the job even without the handler. Yeah, for sure, man. A free stack king himself.
Yeah.
He is nice with it.
Yeah, Bradley. Hold on, Bradley. What you got? I ain't hear you.
Movement, flow. Yeah, Tractor. Movement, working, more Arrietty. But if we're just talking about that float, that gate, and that stack,
Yeah.
Tractor.
Yep.
Tractor all day.
Yeah.
Tractor all day.
And he just, I don't know, it's just natural for him, right?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Arrietty moves nice too, and Mandibula moves nice too. From the videos I've seen of Acro, his movement seems pretty solid. He would be the last on my list for movement.
Yeah, I agree.
Who was that?
Acro.
Oh, okay.
I would say in terms of movement, I would go Tractor first, and I'm going to be tied between Arrietty and Mandibula. I give the slight edge to Mandibula on movement.
I'm gonna go Tractor Arrietty only because Mandibula is closed and Array won't let us breathe.
Plus, you don't become a two-time back-to-back without good movement either. I don't care.
Well, I had a Mandibula daughter. We have a Mandibula daughter, and we have two Mandibula granddaughters. So we are heavy Mandibula on our yard. So trust me, guys, we are not hating on Mandibula
at all.
Kiko is a Mandibula daughter. Maxine's a Mandibula daughter. Kiko, granddaughter. Baby Tuna, Mandibula granddaughter. So trust me, man, that he's a key component to build an amazing dog. You mix that with these dogs we like, and we're gonna throw some heat out there. So. Okay, cool. All right. Well, let's touch base on what you were saying, Bradley.
So we were talking about the American side and keeping it separate, right? Creating our own lane or their own lane for the Brazilian side as well. And the purists being better with that than they were before. How much influence do you see some of the Argos type dogs that do have the Brazilian influence, that look more like a Brazilian, in my opinion, playing into the movement of some of the Americans over the next few years?
I think that those kind of breedings are special, that existed within a vacuum of time. And we got some amazing dogs during that period of time, right? Now the question is, whoever has that dog, what are you going to do with that dog, right?
Yeah.
What's going to matter to that dog's legacy is, how well you socialize, train the dog, show the dog, and who you breed that dog to makes the biggest difference. And so being selective about who you take a dog to can either make the dog look like it has zero producing power with trash productions, or amazing producing power, right? Because let's face it, most people are uneducated when they were looking at productions and pairings, right? Male dogs are judged rather harshly in the ring and with productions, even though the female carries the two X's, right, and most of the chromosomes.
Yep.
Males are just judged that way, right? It's unfortunate, but that's part of how the stereotype and the stigma of the industry is. So if I have a killer stud, I'm going to be super selective about who he goes to, because it can make or break the producing power of my dog. And somebody can view, if I'm just cashing out on a stud and he goes to some really bad females and the dogs come out really bad, then of course he's a trash producer, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's the dogs turn out like trash, it's the stud's fault. If the dogs are great, they had a good mom. That's unfortunately that's the way it goes, man. You know, it's not a me thing. It's what's recycled and regurgitated in our industry. So, and speaking of, I mean, we got some sleeper mixes with Tractor. John got one over there.
John won't share it. John won't
he
share
just
it.
won't share. He just won't show his
sitting
dog.
on
Man.
Boom.
Soon. Lord.
You
Look,
got
he only
go
gets
on.
him
You
out
guys
every
will
so
see our
often.
beefcake, man. Look,
He only gets him out every so often. Every time he does, he got 16 people hitting him up. Talking about, well, you've got to get him out. You've got to start soon.
Yeah,
Soon.
man.
He knows. John knows what he's got.
Mm-hmm. He'll be a year and 2 weeks, man, and yeah, I'm gonna get some. I think I'm gonna get some professional pictures done, and then we're gonna get them up there, man. And
well, that's crazy talk because the first year is barely even the first pop.
yeah, might get them. I don't know, man. Might get some early work on them, man. I haven't decided yet, man. We got to talk about it as a camp. I don't know.
Well, you already know how I feel about that. That first 9 to 15 months, to me, them dogs look ugly. I can't stand it. That adolescent phase where they just.
But he different. I ain't gonna lie to you. He don't have that adolescent look, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So when you have a dog that's 11 months old that already shows you this during the ugly stage, you know you're sitting on something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's a try.
Yep.
He's a tri-lilac, man, just as smooth as a cat. Like, whew. Man, he's pretty boy. So, yeah, man. What age did you start looking for a stud for a female? I start looking, okay, upper deck Frenchies. So what I do is this. This is the way I do it. If I'm going to take a girl, let's say on the third breed heat to breed her, the first 2 heats, I don't even care. Once I'm 90 days out from that third heat or that heat that I'm going to breed her on, that's when I'm looking around. Because one, the trends in our industry always change, right? Things are always moving and changing. So you got to understand what's what. 2, you got to get a feel for the market during that time. You got to understand what's moving, what's not moving. You know, and we're referencing size, color, this, that, popularity, championships, just everything. You know what I mean? So the short answer is that 90 days from breeding time is when I'm really looking hard, because you'll drive yourself crazy stud shopping. Every month you'll drop $500 and do a lock-in. Like, oh, that dog's amazing. That dog's amazing. That dog's amazing, right? And then it's like there's a lot of amazing dogs, right? But the key to this thing, really, guys, is that there's a lot of amazing dogs. Question is, what dog pairs with your dog well to make a better dog? That's all that matters.
Yep.
You know, it doesn't hurt if the dog's popular.
That's right.
Sure doesn't.
For me, it's super early because I have it planned out a lot of times before I purchase the dog or before I produce the dog. I know 1 or 2 steps past that what we're going to do, where we're going with it. But that's just how I kind of plan and flow. Does that change from time to time? Yeah, of course. But most of the time, 90% of the time, it stays on course. Stick with the plan unless something catastrophic happens, right? But try to look several breedings out to know what you're going to do and know how things line up, to know what you want to produce. And if things stay par for what you were expecting, then I think stay a course.
What's the word we like, John?
What's that?
Shift.
Oh, pivot.
You got to pivot. man, it gets tricky in this game. And yes,
Mm-hmm.
generally speaking, I have a tree map of what the dog I'm trying to produce and the components of what I need to use to get it there. Now, what I do is this. Let's say my first option is A. Something happens with A where I can't use it. I'm going to have option B and option C. All of those pedigrees align with what I'm trying to do. Because sometimes you like the dog, you don't like the person you're dealing with. And sometimes people act funny, let's be honest. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You talk to somebody, they're all on the up and up and everything is good. And, prime example is like, okay, man, we're going to rock this. We're doing, yeah, great. This, that. 8 months later, the same person. Different attitude. All of a sudden, they got something else in mind. Their focuses have shifted. Their life has shifted. Maybe their friendships, their alliances, their whatever, right? All of a sudden, that same person that 6 months ago you were jam with, peanut butter and jelly with, now they're being weird. And trust me, if you guys have been in this game for a minute, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll know I'm speaking the truth. And so while there is a general plan and outline for what you're trying to do, like me and John always say, you got to be able to pivot because things change, life changes, people change. The only thing constant is you. That's the only thing you can control, man. That's why for me, like, I don't participate in all the, I'm not up to speed on all the gossip and all. I don't care. I have enough to worry about as a breeder for my own program with my own team that whatever is happening out there, it's none of my damn business. It just isn't. And I don't care for it either. Because I see it all the time. From the time I started till now, I've seen people that they rock together. Now all of a sudden they don't rock together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's, what is it? It's money. It's notoriety. It's recognition. It's a lot egos, and more egos. So definitely, man, a lot of that stuff changes and shifts. But yeah, man. So in terms of bringing us back to topic with the Brazilian Bulls,
what about the first question we had leading off? I don't think we touched on it yet.
which one is that?
Which Brazilian bull do we feel like had the biggest influence on?
Oh, okay. So you're talking about tiers. So let's kind of get into that. I like that. Thanks for bringing that up, Presley. For me, the first one that was a big splash on the scene was Klaus. He was the very first one that was like stud record lock-ins. Oh my God, look at this dog dragging tires, pulling on the tug toy, chasing balls. The biggest financial impact, I'm going to say, is Shake. Hands down, no question about it. In terms of the most influential in breeding and productions, I'm going to go to a dog that's a bulldog. I'm going to go New Iron. New Iron is in just about every good pedigree you could find. And so, that question is a broad question that can be answered so many ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's just behind the dogs that I like, somewhere in there, is the RIP Bearzilla, man.
Bearzilla.
That's for me.
Big block.
He's just in there. You know what I mean? So, yeah. For me, that's hands down Bearzilla.
Yeah, but the most moneyest making this dog is Shake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's on. And again, depending, if you're talking biggest impact on the Brazilian and getting to this point, yeah, we're at a different topic and subject. The I guess the one that's had the biggest influence on the Brazilian bull movement in America is by far Sheik, my opinion.
Yeah.
Now I wasn't around 4 or 5 years ago when I knew of Klaus, right? But but as far as productions, money, eyes on Brazilian bulls, I don't think there's any comparison to what the impact that Sheik has had, and I don't think it's near as big, but some of his productions may be, not many, but some. But I think it's Sheik.
And in all defense to Sheik, guys, a lot of people badmouth him because he has been taken to everything under the sun. So
Yep.
he's going to have his goods, his bads, and his uglies.
Yep.
Right? Let's be fair about it.
Yep.
You stud a dog out 50 times, you're going to have your goods, bads, and uglies, right?
Yep.
Some of them ain't going to pan out. Some of them should be pet home. Just because the more you go up at bat, the higher chances you have. And so I think he gets his name gets, tarnished a little bit, but no one has drawn attention like Sheik. Like in terms of like a wow factor, and even I underrated him, to be honest, because I was always a big tractor fan, and to me it was tractor. Like I always say it, I'll retell the story. It's like I saw him, like okay, he's a dog, big, but D-Town really made me appreciate him because there were so many XLs there that when I saw him with the other dogs, I was like, oh, he's special. I just missed it because I was biased. And that happens, right? We get so attached to the dogs we love that, you look past a dog that's a good dog, right?
Good evening, Araya.
Rare Can't comes in.
Yeah, she come in at the right time.
Good evening, my friend. How are you? I hope you're doing well. So, to answer Farrell's question, number one, to me, in my opinion, the first dog that really made a big impact for the Brazilian dogs was Klaus. Financially, the dog that brought a lot of attention, and of course, money attracts eyes. He's like the Mayweather of this thing, right? We're going to go with Sheik. Now, if you want to go breeding-wise, Big John has Bearzilla high on his list. For me, that's going to be New Iron. Sunshine Bull's New Iron is in every good pedigree you're going to find. So even though he's not a Brazilian bull, he's a bulldog. He's mixed into so many F1 dogs that created
all the Kadesh.
Yeah.
Yes,
All the Kadesh, right?
In everything.
They're the same.
Absolutely.
I can't tell.
But you're right. You don't got to go back far either when you're looking at the Brazilian pedigrees and you see New Irons all over. The impact is exponential for sure.
So yeah, I mean, there's, and then obviously there's other dogs that you can look at, but Big John's Bearzilla, Big Black was a big one too. Big Black was a very nice looking correct dog that a lot of people were high on. Well, it depends what your flavor is, right?
Araya just brought up something interesting that I wouldn't have guessed. She said Klaus has more inquiries and more studs sold than Sheik. That's interesting. I
don't think it's the dog. I think it's Araya.
Well, I agree, but however,
So,
just
you know what I
looking
mean?
at right, just looking at it as a whole, that's
which is in a
That's
whole
good
other
information.
topic, pretty cool.
yeah,
Right.
I agree. Yep.
It's like, how do you, in a male-dominated industry, you get, American Bullies, top of the food chain, right? You think Bossy Cat, right? And then you have Miss Stud Maker, the Kingmaker over here, Araya. He just keeps, every time she brings a dog in, it's just something different, right?
The first lady of Brazilian bulls.
Man, look, the Bully Queen of Brazil. I dubbed her that a long time ago, and she's like, no.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's
And she's
still
going
doing
international too. I saw she announced she's Really doing it. Proud for her. Proud of her.
Mm-hmm. Growing.
Proud of you, my friend, man. It's God, I can remember. We should do a throwback episode, man. Me and Rhea, we should do a throwback episode. Me and her used to just talk every morning.
I watched several of them coming up. Honestly, just y'all kicking it on your YouTube. I watched several of them.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like way before I had any productions, before the sumo was even a thing. We would just talk, man, and she shared me so many things and protect me from so many things. To be honest, that's why I have so much admiration for her. It's really, she would warn me against things and like, hey, listen, stay out of that, stay out of this. That's gonna end bad for you. Like, it's lessons I didn't pay for that went a long way, right? Free game, they say, right? And that's why when I give educational stuff, that comes from a place of giving, of receiving, right? It's the paid forward part of our industry, the love of the dogs. August boy, what's up? Hey, August boy, what state are you in, bro? Here we go. We need to know
Augusta.
this.
He's in Georgia.
Georgia.
Augusta. No,
August boy, what do you charge to house and train a dog? I think we need to put you on the sumo team, exclusive sumo handling. How far are you from Augusta, John?
Is it where he's at? Is it in Augusta?
No, I don't know.
No, I was just guessing.
I'm 3 hours
Don't
away.
take me for it.
3 hours.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeesh.
Where was Nationals at last year?
Oh, I wish
Was
I
that
knew.
That wasn't Augusta. That was Savannah. My bad.
Savannah.
So I actually might be 3 hours, 2 hours from Augusta.
You jumped on here, brother. You're not answering.
Savannah, yeah.
Savannah.
That's where the Nationals.
Yeah, that was
I'm
Nationals.
gonna do a throwback episode with Araya.
Araya, you still on here?
I
Araya,
thought
we're trying to butter you up. We want to use mandibula.
Right. I'm gonna ask her every time. She gonna get tired of me.
I know.
Araya, tell him who's got who's the baddest rear angulation. You know it's Puma. Puma got that killer rear.
She's
boy.
still on here. Good.
Killer, man. Look, that's mine and Araya's love child. Puma and Kiko, man. Yeesh. Those rear angulation on those dogs are ridiculous.
Great productions.
No, we're supposed to have a sumo samba live.
Yeah, when are we doing? You know what? Maybe next week or the week after. When are we doing the sumo and samba mashup, Araya? Tell us. August boy, where you at, man? August boy, man, you don't want this handling money, huh?
Jump in and jump out.
August boy, I see now. I got a DM you, brother. You're playing hard to get now. He's a prima donna now. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. 1 second. Let me invite my friend on here. She said she's down to join.
Oh, she's ready to go now. Look, she stays ready.
Always.
Kennels@gmail.com. Yeah. All right, I just sent it. I sent it to your Samba. Let me know if you got it or just jump in here.
I got about 15 minutes and then I got to hop.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to find August boy. Where's August boy
I
at?
know, right?
He jumped out. He jumped in and jumped out that quick.
August boy, you're playing games, man. Sumo money's green, brother. You can spend it anywhere. Yeesh. We should do annual. 1 year here, 1 year Alabama, 1 year South. Our annual meetup. Because we got to have an annual meetup besides
Tri-State.
nationals. Okay, here she is. The bully queen of Brazil, no other than my friend Araya.
Hey guys.
Hello.
How you doing?
Queen of Brazil, no other than my friend Araya.
Hey guys. Oh shoot! Just a second. Let me try.
thought that
Let me
was me.
try to get my. Hey guys. Oh shoot! Just a second. Let me see if I can hear
That's
you
it.
better now. There you go. Because I have a little issue here with my. With my. See if I can hear you better now. See. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yep.
Good evening, everyone.
How you doing?
Yeah,
Good
I'm
evening,
doing
good evening.
better now. Couldn't be better. I just don't know why I can't mute my laptop because it keeps doing like I'm listening to. You're gonna be listening to me twice.
You got an echo. Nope.
We good now.
I can't hear you
Now we
now.
can hear.
What about now?
Now we got it.
Okay, there you go. It's just a little. The volume is a little bit low for me. Just let me. Okay, there you go. See, it keeps turning on. Let me just figure out the speaker here. Just a sec. Audio. Speaker.
I like your hair. Your hair looks good. Frozen. And frozen.
At least it's not me.
Right?
Tell you, I'm usually good for
Brother said,
twice
"This is not me
alive.
this time."
Man, we in the sticks. We in the sticks in North Alabama here. We don't. We got a scratch for.
Okay, I hear you
internet
better
service.
now.
It's not the best for sure.
It is not. It's just my. I don't know what happened to my monitor. My monitor has a really loud speaker, and I usually listen it, but it's muted. I don't know why it's muted. It's not working. So every time I listen with my notebook, which is a small screen that I have here, it echoes. So I'm sorry, guys. Good evening to everyone watching. Good evening
evening,
to
Maria.
my friends, Sumo Bully Kennel family. I'm so happy to be here. You guys are talking about Brazilian bulls and didn't invite me, so I invited myself. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we good. How
I don't
about
want to
you?
take too much of your time. I just want to say hi to everyone and jump in real quick since we were talking about the old times, and now we're talking about something that is so current for everybody. You know, how the Brazilian bulls just took over and is taking over. Everybody said that the wave was going to last maybe a year. It's been here for 4 or 5 years, and we are strong and growing. Thanks to people like you, Sumo, you know, and
So let me ask you, Ray, when you started this movement, did you see it coming to this point? Did you see it growing this much, this quick, this soon? And where do you see it in the next 5 years going?
no, absolutely not. To be honest with you, when we started, I didn't even understand how I understand it now. It was a learning experience for me too. Because for me, those dogs were the same, like for many people. So when you guys find yourselves thinking that the Brazilian bulls and the XLs are the same, I don't blame you, and don't let anybody judge this, because it is there's a lot of things that separate them. But of course, even if you are a dog person, but you don't understand history, or you don't really understand how they came about, it's okay for you to confuse them morphologically first, genetically even more, because not everybody knows what's behind them. You only see the cover, you only see and that's why they were accepted. Not even ABKC, Dave Wilson, with all his knowledge, knew what these dogs were, they knew that they would fit, they slightly fit in the XL standard because they were similar. It's a similar concept of the breed, but then understanding the vision. And I think that that's the most beautiful thing about this breed is the history about it, is how they started and the vision that was kept so consistent and made this so much faster, a consistent looking breed than, even though we have nuances that are, differences. I think that the beauty of the breed is how the Brazilian people really had a vision and worked their best with the small gene pool that they had over there. And they made something so super consistent. I love when they say, oh, but they all have that weird faces. Well, at least we're consistent, know, whether you like it or not.
Yep.
Oh,
So where do you see now that the dogs are coming to America and growing here, the breed's growing here and going to continue growing, right? Where do you see the American evolution of the Brazilian bull going? Do you see it staying on par with what the Brazilians have done, or how do you see it changing or evolving here in the States?
Unfortunately, if we that understand the breed better, people like us that are purchasing these dogs in Brazil and having contact with these Brazilian people, but not only just buying, we are going beyond. We study pedigrees. Earl has been with this since he started. He fell in love. He was just like me. We fell in love with these dogs in the first time we saw it. And he studied, he went after other bloodlines. He tried to, so if you just go by the trend, you just want to have a Brazilian bull because it's trendy, because they are the most expensive dogs being sold, the most expensive puppies being sold. We do have the best sales, I'm sure, than any other breed that I know of, even because I transport dogs, so I know what's moving, and Brazilian bulls are moving all the time. And they, even with the drought of the economy, they are still the ones moving better than any other breed. And I'm talking as a transporter now. My only concern is that if people are just here for the trends and for the hype, they're gonna fuck it up. They're gonna do what they're not supposed to. I'm sorry. So it's important that we do what we're doing: the lives, the educational concept, and the education about these dogs are amazing, but they have different backgrounds. Most of them have great temperaments. Some of them might not have as good temperament. Some of them might not be as impressive as far as extreme. So people think that all the Brazilian bulls are extreme, and they're not. We do have cleaner dogs, and we do have more extreme dogs, but they are very reliable. I would say they're very healthy. Most of them are very healthy. Most of them are great temperament, and they all have about the same background. So it's easy for us to educate in general. Now, if people are just buying dogs like they did with the XLs, oh, I'm just going to breed with the biggest female, and this is not an XL. This is not, you're not going to get the best results. We should never have Brazilian bulls for size, and we should never have Brazilian bulls to impress or for weight. Brazilian bulls, what makes them different is the muscle tone and the lines. Like I always say, the contour of the body. They are supposed to be the most bodybuilder of the breeds, and sometimes adding size to it, you're going to lose everything else, unless you have a Sheik. And that's why Sheik was so impressive, because he was big and he was a bodybuilder.
Yeah. Okay. Not to take the show hostage, but just a couple questions that I had myself. So thank you.
Yeah, I just think we have to keep doing what we're doing and educate, because it's on our hands. The breed is in our hands. And with the Brazilian bull worldwide and the Samba kennels worldwide that I am, forming new breeders in each country, that's the main. And we were talking today, right, Bradley, about this. We texted briefly, and it seems like it's something just for Samba kennels, but it's not. It's mainly for the breed. I want to make sure that we put the right people, the right dogs in the right hands to start the breed in each country. And who else better to do this than people like we are, and especially me, because I'm from Brazil and I have the context there, and I know exactly who we're dealing in, what are the dogs that we should, you know, be foundational in these countries. So this is mainly thinking about the development of the breed with the responsibility that it has to be done.
Agreed. I think it started off very well, my opinion. Just knowing some of the ones who've jumped in here early on, and started the movement, carried on the movement that you guys started along, with some of the TMKs and some of the other ones as well. But I think it's in good hands in the States for the foundation, right? I think those who tap in early will get some of the best foundational bulls that will be in the States, right? I think it's going to be, with what we're doing and Levon and Will and you, and I think some of those are just some great foundation, Brazilian bulls, and I think it's in good hands in the States for the onset here.
Yeah, and the Samba kennels worldwide. Imagine that if we are forming good breeders over there, where are they going to be going to get more dogs? From you, right. From TMK, from me, from Will, from Levon, from everybody else. That's because out of the United States is actually much easier to import than out of Brazil.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, so you mean we're not gonna talk bad about each other?
Not
Have
yet.
we ever?
Not yet.
Oh boy.
Oh, no shots fired at all.
No.
So, Araya, what is the difficulties with you and I touched on it a little bit when we talked, like the difficulties in transporting directly from Brazil. Why is it so difficult, especially now when we're talking about genetic material?
Like, the genetic material to ship the swimmers, to be more clear. Brazil has a huge problem with let's be very straightforward. We face social and political issues, and the fiscal, or the IRS over there, the fiscal department of the government, it can be very, I wouldn't say corrupt, but very bureaucratic. They create rules for people to break it, so they can charge fines, and then you can bribe them, and it's just a corrupt system. And for you to export any type of animal or animal parts, you have to have a license that is only for exporters. Like, it's expensive. You have to pay a fee every year. So for you to export even one dose of genetic material of a stud, they're going to make you do it commercially export. It's a commercial exportation. So you have to have a license. You have to have a business and a license, and you have to pay taxes on the export. And they're going to make everything that they can to not let it happen, because they don't have the regiment for canine material. They have regiments for cattle and horses, but they don't have it for... Now the Ministry of Agriculture, which is another department that are involved with the shipping of animals and material and samples. So it's two departments. Recently, the Ministry of Agriculture just started having laws and regiments for the export. So one part is already being almost ready, which is good. It's a good news. Now we have the second part, which is the tax and the export supervision. They will block anything that doesn't have 1,000 sheets of paperwork. That is really nonsense. But so another way that it could be done is just like some people have done it. They just pack it on a dry shipper, which is that ice, what do you call dry ice?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a little dry shipper that fits in a suitcase, and they risk just going to another country with it. But I wouldn't I wouldn't purchase a product like that because I don't want to be involved with something that is wrong. And I wouldn't ship a product like that. So you got to be wrong in both ways to either take that risk. And I just think that it's much easier to just get your own stud, or pay for the stud to come here and spend, 6 months to a year campaign like I did with Shake. And then everything else, you already know what happened. But the export of the genetic material from Brazil and to Brazil is very complicated, unfortunately.
And is that only to the U.S. or is that everywhere?
Any country. Leaving Brazil is the problem, and arriving Brazil. Brazilian authorities is where the problem is.
Okay.
And if it gets there, because there's no canine regiments, it will be analyzed by the Ministry of Agriculture, and they will say, okay, in a week or two, they're going to say, okay, it's ready to go. And the ice is burning there, it's melting.
Yep.
So then they call the IRS, and then the IRS put it on a line. They don't give any priority because they have live animals that are priority. And it just keeps. So a lot of people that I know of that shipped swimmers to Brazil lost it because it stayed 45 days. They were paying for renewal of the nitrogen every week. It got expensive and it was just not worth it anymore. So they just threw it away,
So when are we going to go take some of them to lunch and see if we can't twist their arm a little bit?
Say that again?
I said, when are we going to take some of them out for lunch, see if we can twist their arm a little bit?
Yeah.
I know you got some contacts down there.
Not for that. Not for that.
Man.
So we got 2 episodes we got to do. We got to do one, the sumo and samba collab mashup. That's one episode we got to do.
Yes.
And then we got to do the throwback, the me and you back in the day.
Hey, Earl, we have to go back in those episodes and do like reels of us telling stories, and it was fun though. Late nights and
Early mornings, late nights.
early mornings.
Conversations, man.
But
Those
yeah,
are-
I never imagined that we would get to this point. And the response that I'm having with the Samba Kennels worldwide is amazing. Like the amount of people that I'm getting that are at least interest is like Zimbabwe, Aruba. I have countries like Cuba, South Africa, and multiple people from the same country, meaning that the demand is already there. And this is awesome for all of us,
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
and for our clients.
Yes. So
So you got an interview team put together, flying out, doing interviews to these different countries?
We do have a process. It's going to be first a process like just documentation application, and then whoever passes to the next level is going to be like an interview, and it's not going to be something. I don't think that we're going to have too many conversions, but because of course there's a cost involved.
Yeah.
But we're also looking at not just that. We just want good people that are really in love with the breed and want to do this happen, because it's not just about money. It's about a breed, there's a whole country in Brazil depending on my work to do that. Not depending on me, but counting on me to do that. So, and there's a whole breed here. Our clients are people that are trusting our work. So I thought that I would take opportunity of everything that I've done so far in my name and our reputation to pass this along and mentor other breeders in the right direction if they want to have this breed. And we have Philippines. We have one in the Philippines. I'll let you manage that one, Earl.
there you go. No,
But
it's
anyways.
good. I'm just man, I love hearing that, and I just turned the dial back to the days when we first got connected, and we got our first dogs from you, and what I told you I was going to do, and where we were both at that time to where we are now. The tides have changed, and you can coexist in this industry and have friendships, strong friendships, supportive friendships, right? And
That's
you can
true.
watch each other grow and be supportive of that, right? Because let's face it, the American bully industry and stereotype is a very, man,
Cutthroat.
very cutthroat and toxic, right?
Yep.
For sure.
And so, we both experienced that when I was getting started, when she got started. We know that firsthand. Her more so than me. Me less, because she protected me from a lot of it. And so it's nice to be here now where we can welcome the right people in and support them.
I've said it before, and I think I even mentioned it to Rhea today. To me, that's the biggest difference in what sets the Brazilians apart and what sets our American culture apart is the cohesiveness, the togetherness, the little bit of networking and time I've got to speak with several people from Brazil in my first couple of years here is they're all super willing to help, right? But not only that, they're all in it together, right? They help one another. They enjoy seeing the next one succeed, right? Because they know their time's coming. In due time, their time's coming as well, right? So there's not the jealousy and the enviness, in my opinion. And they're
that's rampant in the U.S. community.
Yeah, they're genuinely grateful for one another, right? And I think when you have a culture like that, I think it benefits greatly down the road, right? I think it's a building block for success, and I think it's a big reason that you're seeing the success that you're seeing with them, with that breed at this time. My opinion, it goes a long way when the culture's like that, right? Just like any industry.
Well, here, let me tell you like this.
Foundation strong, it's a successful.
I'll tell you like this. When I first started this YouTube thing, I was hitting up American Kennel after American Kennel. I could barely get somebody to interview. My friend was always gracious enough with her time to get on the channel with me. And a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm down. They never get back to me. They blew me off. So now they're like, hey, man, let's do an episode. No, dude, sorry. When I was nobody and I had no guest on my channel and I was asking you to come on, you dismissed me, right? And there's a person down here that's like, yeah, I'll jump on with you. Let's have some fun.
And we did.
And we did. And that's why you're always welcome here, because I remember those times where I used to admire all these kennels and be like, hey, can I interview you and highlight your kennel? And, it was like, yeah. It's like, okay.
No, it was a great journey. It's been a great journey, and there's still so much more to happen. I think that this is just the beginning of a huge start. I think that what Bradley was saying regarding the Brazilian energy, there is a lot of competition down there. There is fights, there are fights and people trying to kill each other, competing with each other. But I think it's on a different level. At the end of the day, everybody there, Brazil is a hard country to live. There's a lot of corruption. There's a lot of crime. Everything is very expensive. The money there is worth nothing. So everybody suffers together and everybody wins together. Even when they're competing, there might be in this level, there's competition and there's hate and all of that. But at the end, most of them are, we celebrate with each other's when we win, just like the World Cup. Every local place has its own favorite team, but when Brazil is playing, It's everybody for Brazil, So I think that the culture has a lot to do with the people, and also the people and the culture has a lot to do with the results of the breed, how they look, how they act, how healthy they are, how they exercise, and the longevity on these dogs. And because muscles is a sign of health, you don't want to see fat dogs in Brazil. You want to see muscle dogs. And usually when there's no association with anything that's synthetic and artificial, which most of the times there isn't, you're looking at dogs that are athletic visually and athletic in their minds too. They love to to play, to run, to. I was just filming Viviana today here in the front of the house, and she's jumping this high, you know, she's a water dog, Hershey's sister and Katana's sister, and she's just like, and she gets that from Klaus, because her mama wasn't like that. And Klaus is super, super hyper and athletic, and he loves to chase. So, and that has to do with the culture of this is why this breed is so fascinating for me, not because I'm from there, but because the relation of the dogs that they actually have to do with the relation of the foundation of the breed, the vision of the breed. Because who started this breed? The MMA fighters, the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu guys, surfers, the skaters, you know, there's Jiu-Jitsu.
Fala, galera.
Fala, galera. So there's a whole history behind it, you know, and that's how people should see these dogs, not just as a hype, trendy, these eyes are too close together, you know. Let them be, because that's what makes them unique and different, and that's why everybody is going for them.
Well, I'm very proud of where we are and where we have gotten, not to mention where we're going, right?
Yep.
And so I'm super excited for that, man. It's just I actually man, it's, gosh, talking to you right now and hearing you speak and knowing all the conversations we had back then, it's nostalgic, right?
It is, yes. If you guys knew half of what the things that I told Sumo, and I warned him, you know, a lot of things if you guys knew half of what I went through to get here
my gosh, yeah.
before I met him, you know.
It's nostalgic, man. It's pretty cool. It's cool.
But hey,
that's part of our history.
Yeah, but it's fun because now I look back at all those idiots that try to put me down, and I'm laughing.
Man. There was a lot
I'm
of
just like
It all comes full circle, right?
Oh,
yeah.
It does.
Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail.
Takes
You know. So yeah,
Brazil,
we got 2 episodes coming up though.
Go ahead. Brazil, Norway.
We got the mashup and the throwback.
Well, you got Norway coming up Sunday. Holland,
Yes.
How you see that? It's gonna be tough, right? It's gonna be a good one.
I mean, so far, I think in the history of the World Cup, Brazil has won Norway twice and tied once.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as history, we're okay. But that tall guy, man, he scares
He's
me.
good. Yeah.
Holland,
good.
is that his name?
Holland, yes, that's correct. It's gonna be a good.
But
one.
anyways, I just wanted to say hi to you guys. I don't want to take the spotlight of your live, because I just wanted to say hi, and sorry that I'm late. I was busy, but I saw
By
that
the way, Maxine delivered
10.
natural.
Amazing. See, that's amazing. I told you.
functional.
Functionality.
Yeah.
She's whelping.
Where's Ish? He's not here.
Whelping. Whelping.
Whelping.
People whelping.
How many boys and girls? Do you know the ratio?
I think it's. I
3.
don't want to steal it. You know what? I don't want to steal his thunder.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be like, dude.
I can't wait to see them. Congratulations to you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave that to Ish. I trust me. I'm like itching to say it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give him this time to shine.
You're right. We'll let Ish do it.
Well,
They are
Ish-
gorgeous. I can tell you that. He sent me a picture just a few minutes after the first one was born, and just the definition, the structure. They're gorgeous. Gorgeous.
How old
gorgeous
are they
boys.
now?
going on 2 weeks.
Going on
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Sunday. 2
Oh,
weeks.
that's awesome. That's great.
Gorgeous.
My
Oh,
grandkids.
Yep.
yes, those are your grandkids. Oh my goodness.
Did
Well,
anybody ask about Mandibula today?
Yeah, we that's what we're gonna say.
Oh, we were having an argument about. Oh my God.
Don't worry, I'm gonna call you tomorrow and I'm
We-
gonna
we
ask
need-
about
we need
Mandibula.
You need what?
Grandkids. We need Pawpaw. If you're talking about your grandkids, we need Pawpaw. We need Mandibula.
Oh, okay.
Well, because I got Kiko, that's a mandibular granddaughter. Same thing with Baby Tuna. Baby Tuna is a mandibular granddaughter. So that line breeding only makes sense.
Maxine is a daughter. So
Yup.
Maxine is a daughter of man.
Oh.
We got so much mandibular blood on our yard, man. We got
let me-
tractor blood, mandibular blood, Klaus blood.
Let me give you a little spill a little gossip here.
uh-oh.
China just contacted me and said, I want to buy this dog. And I said, this dog is not for sale.
Oh wow.
And he said, but I want to buy him. And I said, well, he's not for sale because this dog is mine. I'm not his manager. And I'm telling you, he's not for sale. And
Well,
then
they
he
might
says,
put that
oh,
money
I
in-
know how much you paid. I offer you double. And I said, dude, I'll make that in a litter. I guess you're not understanding. He's not for sale. Everything is for sale. So
I was ready to say, I know that was coming next.
24 hours later, like 6 a.m, he texts me and he says, just give me your price and we will close a deal today or I will give up. And I said, you will give up. You want a price? Here's a price, $1 million. He's not for sale, dude. I'm just telling you. If you want to pay me $1 million, maybe I'll think about it. So that's it. They're coming for him, but he's gonna go anywhere, at least not before I have my babies with him.
So how's the market in China? Are they doing well with the Sheiks and Acras over there? Or just no, not really.
I don't have any idea what they're doing, like,
Understood. I wasn't
because I
sure
really
either.
don't. I have somebody in China interested in maybe being, but the communication is very difficult.
Yeah.
The culture is very difficult. It's a totally different culture, and I don't know. I don't think they're gonna really like having me telling them what to do and how to do it. So
Right.
I mean, it would be interesting, but
Your best bet, okay, is to get a chapter, a Samba China chapter. You got to be a guy that's been married at least once, if not twice, right? Because he's been married twice. He's a masochist, right? And he's used to being repeatedly told what to do. So this is going to soften your conversation with
I mean, I'm not gonna be there to tell them what to do, but he's gonna have to understand that, I'm probably gonna be the one doing the guidelines, and I don't know how they go about that. I have multiple clients from China, and they are really nice and understanding, and they ask me questions. They ask me for help. They even ask me to try to break down a few breedings for them and stuff like that. But it's, like I said, the culture is so different, and I don't really know the market there. I would have to do like a market research and maybe even go there for the XLs and the bullies and the Brazilian bulls, see how everything is positioned, because I think that the Brazilian bulls are going to be the next big thing because everybody's coming for them.
Oh, they definitely are.
I agree.
100%.
For sure.
But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for letting me jump in, and we'll talk soon again. Let's do the Samba Sumo. We have to do a Samba Sumo barbecue someday, like in person,
big time, yes.
all the families
We got
together.
to do the mashup. We got to do this the barbecue. We're gonna do a live stream, right? Well, first we got to do an episode of the mashup. Then we got to do a live stream, like the Watch Live or whatever that is now, whatever these kids call that. And then we got to do a throwback episode of all those countless months and years that me and you used to talk on the phone. I
For
think
sure.
people would love to hear that kind of stuff. So,
That will be fun. I'm ready.
all right. Well, thank you so much, my friend, for stopping in.
Thank
We
you, guys.
appreciate
Good
you as
evening.
always.
Okay. Keep up the good
Appreciate you.
work, and
Yes.
I'm a fan.
Thank you.
We're always
Bye,
a fan,
guys.
my friend.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Boys, it was a good night.
Yep.
We had a fun and unexpected guest, which is always welcome here. And man, let's get after it. 4th of July.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
250.
There you go.
250.
All right. Well, with that said, man, I'm good.
You too, man. Good to go.
You guys keep a watch out. 2-week weigh-ins coming up. Don't
Yep.
want to miss them. I'm telling you. There's some special pups they got going on over there. So you better tap in
Indeed.
early.
Oh, that's a tough litter, man.
It ain't lasting long. I'm telling you.
Oof, that's a
Look.
tough litter.
Look, Ariette's doing it, especially taking them these hot females like we got. It's really hitting hard. So you better tap in early. No joke.
I'm excited.
Me too.
All righty, guys. Well, appreciate you guys. Thank you, YouTube family and Insta family. Appreciate you guys and the questions. And if we missed your questions, man, just hit me up and we can have a discussion about it. All right. I'll catch you guys next week.
Thank you,
Peace.
guys.
Yeah.
See you
later.
out.